Welcome to the CubeCast podcast, turning away Tyson Smash.
Tyson Smow.
Okay. Welcome to the CubeCast podcast, turning away Tyson Mao since 2015. Today is, July 12th, 2015? I'm Waffle, and joined with me is Mitch. How you doing?
Good.
Okay. Should we explain where Brandon is? Because he pretty much disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah. So Brandon is doing his marching band stuff all this summer, and that's kind of making it so that he can't really do the CubeCast as much as possible. This is why we do have 3 hosts, and we can have one person be gone.
Yeah, it's perfect because we can still have a guest on. Everything's all fine and dandy, and we can still provide a good episode. Isn't that right, Mitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of which, what do we have planned for this episode?
Our guest for this episode is going to be JRCuber. If you have been living under a rock for the past, 2 years or so, you would probably not know that JRCuber is one of the most subscribed YouTube Cubers with 44,416 subscribers, and he has over 6 million video views.
That's really impressive considering, we only have 1,000 each.
Yeah.
So look forward to that one. Let's do some housekeeping real quick. We already did where Brandon is. Tagline raffle. So the tagline raffle is you submit your best tagline to us at cubecast@gmail.com, and if we like it, we'll reply, and your name will be entered into a raffle for $15 to the cubicle.us. So basically, you only get one entry. So make your taglines count. All taglines approved will be featured on our website, regardless of whether or not you win the prize or not. So go ahead and keep sending in those taglines. We love them. So, yeah.
Keep sending them in? We've had 2.
Yeah, keep sending them in. Come on. The 2, we really appreciate them.
Yeah. Just if it's okay if you want to send in 1 million of them, because that's better than just sending in 1 or 2.
Yeah, no, just send in a tagline.
Yeah.
Hell, okay. You know what? The next tagline that comes in, I will say on the Anthony episode. It doesn't even matter if it's good or not. All right.
So if you want to get your thing on the next episode, just send us an email or post it on our Facebook page. We don't care.
Honestly, I don't know why people won't do the tagline raffle, because that's you can get $15 to cubicle.us for doing absolutely nothing but sending in a tagline.
Yeah. That's a brand new Mo Yu Hualong, and everybody knows the Mo Yu Hualong is pretty good, so you should just send in one sentence to our email, and that's it.
Yes. So, we have a delay with the Anthony episode. Do you want to elaborate on this?
Yeah, so for the past month or so, Anthony has been really booked with everything. I hope everybody knows that Anthony's been doing lots of things with that America's Got Talent episode, and he's also been going to competitions all around the U.S., and now he just left a couple days ago to go to South America for the World Championships. And then he's going to be in the South America for a while, and then he's going to go to U.S. Nationals, and hopefully we'll have an episode with him at U.S. Nationals. So we're not entirely sure how that's going to work out, but I will be at U.S. Nationals. Jules, you're not going to be there, right?
Nope, I will not be, unfortunately.
And Brandon's not going to be there as well, but I think Brandon will probably be at marching camp marching during that time. So it's probably just going to be another episode with you and me.
All right, that's fine. As long as you have internet, we can record wherever.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, so hopefully the hotel Wi-Fi is not bad.
Do just tether. Just tether to your phone. Just use the data. You get monthly.
Data.
Do you have monthly data?
Yeah.
So you're good. Reset after a month.
2 gigabytes.
Ah, shit. God damn it. All right, so
we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about the stuff that's been going on the WCA?
Oh yeah, we just have a crap ton of world records and continental records. As always, we like to report these. Not really, but we do it anyways because it's the CubeCast spirit. So, starting with Mega Rubik 2015 in Lima, Peru, we have John Alexander Tabao Temple with a 1.84 SAR cube single.
Yep.
You want to take the next one?
Okay,
Just alternate.
Chengdu Open 2015 in Chengdu, China. Oh, God. Haichin Yang got a 8.27 world record OH single, which is now the former single because there's more world record singles to come.
We have the UW Spring 2015 in Seattle, Washington with Kevin Hayes with a 57.53 NAR 5x5 average.
Okay, this next competition, Felix dominated kind of. Canberra Autumn and Canberra, Australia. Felix Mdegs got a 23.72 OCR 4x4 single. And the one-handed single that everybody was talking about a couple weeks ago, the 6.88 world record single. He also got a 25-move OCR FMC single and a 27.33 OCR FMC mean. His next record is the 1 minute 46.95 OCR 6x6 single and a 1 minute 53.49 OCR mean. And his last record for the competition is a 238.18 OCR 7x7 single. Now moving on to Jaden McNeil, we have a 3.62 OCR Pyraminx average from him and a 2.52 OCR Scube single. Lastly, from this competition, we have Thomas Macadam with a 7.47 OCR clock single and an 8.70 OCR clock average. That competition was too much. Go on to the next one.
That was a bit of a mouthful. Anyways, the Ejido Mall Challenge 2015 in Venezuela with Daniel Alberto Sanchez Dugarte with a 2.04 SAR Pyraminx single and Jürgen Sviljagi with a 8.25 SAR clock average.
That single for Pyraminx, that's
singles
was pretty lucky.
What did you see? Is there a video of it or something?
I have no idea. I just imagine it was probably pretty lucky.
Yeah, could be. Like I haven't really heard much of Mr. Daniel Alberto here, so do you know if he's actually like good at Pyraminx?
No idea.
No idea. All right. Well, we'll find out later and probably ponder on that. Next competition.
Yep. Brasilia Open 2015 in Brasilia, Brazil. Pedro Henrique da Silva Roque. That guy's name is really hard. And he's really fast at 3x3 apparently because he got a 6.84 SAR 3x3 single and an 8.43 SAR 3x3 average. He also got a 2-minute 9.87 SAR 6x6 single and a 2-minute 20.41 SAR 6x6 mean. The next person at this competition that set a record was João Pedro Batista Ribeiro Costa with a 26 SAR FMC mean, which is really good. Samuel Antonio Urujo de Jesus got a 1.81 SAR Pyraminx single.
Those singles, though.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the SLS Załęcki 2015 in Poland with Wojciech Knott. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Sorry if I butchered it. With a 5.99 ER clock average.
Fast. So for more clock stuff, we have clockin' stuff at Waunakee, Wisconsin, and no clock records were broken. But Kevin Hayes decided to break 7x7 NAR with a single of 2 minutes 37.56 seconds, and he also broke the mean with a 2:42.85 world record mean for 7x7.
Yeah, and we have the WGC 2015 in the United Kingdom with Connor Cronin with a 6.17 AFR Scube average and Jesse Tipton with a 4.18 AFR Scube single.
Yep. The next competition was Thailand Championships in Bangkok, Thailand. And this guy, I'm just going to say his first name because his last name is really difficult.
It's Asia Konvitayayotin. There it is.
Okay.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up through the airwaves here.
Okay. He got a 1 minute and 2.50 ASR 5x5 average. And I thought he quit cubing a while ago, but I guess he's still going. Because I remember seeing his like 4-second 3x3 single on YouTube, and I was like, "What?" it was like the first one on YouTube, and I don't even think Felix had one at the time. Okay, go to the next one.
Yeah, sure. We have CBNBC 2015 in Belgium with Jan Bentlage, whatever. I'm sorry for butchering your last name. With a 25 world record mean FMC.
Yeah, tied.
Tied.
Three-way tie.
It's not gay if it's in a three-way?
No.
God damn it.
The next competition was Indian Nationals 2015, and Hariharan Sachidanadam, he got a 4.28 ASR Scube average. Then in the next round, he got a 3.94 ASR Scube average.
Congratulations on beating yourself, yeah. That's always nice. Next round, too. Next competition, we have LSLC Open 2015 in Santiago, Chile, with Raul Betty with a 15.09 SAR square one, almost said Scube there, average. I was so close to saying Scube. Alright, congratulations.
Yeah. Hopefully he does well at World Championships. I think he's going to Worlds. And hopefully he wins. The next competition is Speed Days Krasnik in Krasnik, Poland. Michal Halchuk got a 2-minute 34.64 world record 7x7 single, and then he also got a 2-minute 45.10 ER 7x7 mean.
Alright, next we have... Yeah, that's fast. Anyways, we have Good Cube Show Korea 2015 in Korea with Sae Young Nam with a 25.58 ASR 4x4 single, and Yuno Nam with a 5.19 ASR clock single.
Yeah, the Korean cubing scene is getting really, really fast, and I'm really jealous of it. The next competition is Zhangzhou Open 2015 in China. Zhongyang Li got a 2.11 ASR Scube single.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which is now broken, but like...
Whatever. Hey, congratulations on holding it for a while. Cube for Cambodia 2015 in Australia. We have Mr. Zemdegs with a 5.61 OCR 3x3 single. Finally beating himself, but not Colin. Haha. And Jay...
Not even Matt's.
Not even Matt's. Anyways, and then we have Jay McNeil with a 1.71 OCR 2x2 average. So Jay just got fast at 2x2 again out of nowhere. Like, I didn't even hear about him practicing, to be honest.
I think he actually didn't practice, and he didn't think he was going to do well at this competition, so he didn't even record the average.
Ah, how unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's funny, though.
So, the next competition is Canadian Open 2015 in Waterloo, Canada. This is always a big competition, and lots of people go to it. So, Kevin Hayes, of course, went to it and got a 51.58 North American 5x5 single. And the next competitor, Rami Spahai, got a 0.58 world record 2x2 single, and also a 1.55 world record 2x2 average. And there's a lot of controversy about whether or not that 0.58 world record single should have stood, and we will talk about it a little bit more later in the episode.
All right, we have Velbert Open 2015 in Germany with Sebastian Vaya with a 59.87 ER 5x5 average.
Sub 1.
Sub 1!
I think on the last episode we were saying how Mattia Furlan would get sub 1, but...
but he didn't.
Yeah, Sebastian Wire already got it. So the next competition is Indiana 2015, and Kevin Hayes got a 133.55 world record 6x6 single, which was really shocking because he got fast, and yeah.
That was really...
My cat is meowing really loudly. I should... Give me a second.
Sure.
What do you want?
Great.
We're not going to cut that.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Okay, did you do the Alliance for Education?
No, not yet. I was about to say about,
just
like...
sit here?
Yeah. For a while. I want to say stuff about Kevin Hayes' that 6x6 single. Like, he didn't... Because didn't he get down his first solve of Demean?
I can't remember.
But, like, he was saying something about, like, oh, man, I really hate this because everyone started recording after he got it.
Mm-hmm.
So he was, like, surrounded, and then everyone had high expectations, and then just, like, whatever. Anyways,
Yeah.
Alliance for Education 2015 with not Kevin
I want to
Young.
go back to this 6x6 again. No.
Why?
Because when he was warming up for 6x6, he got a sub 130.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was the UWR at the time, and then he went up and got this, and that was just like insane. So, yeah, that was kind of insane.
Yeah,
Okay,
congratulations for
Alliance
that
for
one.
Education.
Okay, now we go to Alliance for Education 2015 in California with not Kevin Young, also known as Michael Young, with a 3... No.
3?
Damn it. I skipped a line with a 9.
Oh, you went to the Nathaniel Berg one.
Because my cursor was on the Nathaniel Berg one.
Oh.
Damn it. Okay, so not Kevin Young with a 9.43 NAR square one single.
Yep, he's fast, so finally got a good single. Next competition is Danish Open Championships 2015 in Gislev, Denmark. Nathaniel Berg got a 3.73 world record clock single. And so another competitor, Daniel Wallen, got a 4.20 world PB clock single, but when they looked at the video evidence later on, it was actually a DNF on the backside, and so they DNF'd the result. So yeah, that world record clock single is going to stand for a really, really long time.
I didn't even know about that. Well, there was a lot of things, but I wasn't paying attention to it because I don't really care about clock is the thing. Sorry, Mitch.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you care about clock? Because you're like into everything.
It's interesting. It's interesting to see like it was actually a DNF because you use video evidence to show.
Oh, okay.
Later on. I practice clock, but I'm not that great at it.
Oh, so your interest at clock extends to the fact that it's just video evidence.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, so our next competition is Berlin Summer Cube Day 2015 in Germany with Maskov with a 25.45 world record 3x3 blind mean. Mean.
Yeah, that's kind of like insane.
Oh, boy.
You think he's gonna break sub 20 single soon? I don't even know what the world record single is right now, actually.
I don't either.
Okay.
But he might.
If he hasn't already.
If he hasn't already done it officially, like, it's probably easy for him. Yeah. But in terms of how long, I'd probably give him, like, close to the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because he's
posted
improving.
Like 17s
Yeah.
and 16s on YouTube.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be soon. It has to be soon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the next competition was Esquienta para o Mundial 2015. I think this competition was just recently. No, this wasn't actually recent. Or it's kind of recent, but not like in the past week. But Samuel Antonio Arujo de Jesus got a 3.54 SAR Pyraminx average.
Okay, I gotta check. Because then that same guy got one? Yeah.
What?
So
He broke it again?
No. He had SAR single for Pyraminx.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that means he's good at Pyraminx.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, okay, sorry for bashing on you at the beginning of the episode. You're good at Pyraminx, congratulations. We apologize. We're so good at this show, man. So we have Tux Winter 2015 in South Africa with, Pietran, sorry for butchering your name. Yobert, sorry for butchering your name. With a 1.09, or no, 1 minute, 9.13 second AFR Megaminx single and a 117.89 AFR Megaminx average.
Yep. Africa is catching up to everybody. At the next competition run, Radomsko Cube Theory 2015, Jakub Kipa got a 20.57 world record feet single, and that record was insane. Did you see the video for it?
Oh, no, I didn't. Wait, for is that world record single?
Yeah. The chair got abused. So.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, I think I saw that one. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one.
Okay. Yeah. The next person is Prismasol Kaleta. I think that's kind of close how you say it.
Premislav?
Premislav?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably good enough. I hope. Like, sorry if we just completely butchered it. We're not Polish. And he got a 11.83 EROH average and an 8.82 EROH single.
Oh, great. Neat. Wait, that single, though, is really good. Congratulations on getting that single. Isn't that sub former world record? No, it was 6.6, right? For the world record? With the Chinese dude?
The Chinese guy got like an 8.5.
Oh, 8.
I think even before that, Antoine had like an 8.75.
Okay, well, it was 8.2. But still, that's really fast. Congratulations. real neat.
All right.
Irish Championships 2015 in Ireland with Ollie Frost with a 2 minute 2.75 second world record 4-blind single. Jeez. Yep. Okay, and then we have Connor Cronin again with AFRs for 5x5 average with a 137.07 average and a 26.41 AFR square one average. And we have Kieran Ban. Man, this guy's getting fast.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say. He's just getting fast. He's getting there. He would probably be like one of my fantasy cubing people.
Luckily, I actually picked him for fantasy.
Oh, did you?
At the beginning of the year.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Because I knew he was going to get really fast.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I wish I picked him because
him.
he is improving really fast. Anyways, back to his record. He got a 157.7 ER 6x6 average. So he is getting fast, which is amazing.
Okay, the next competition is Cologio IPE 2015 in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Gabriel Pereira. Oh God, Pereira. Yeah, I think at Campana got a 29.92 world record feet average. South America's always been really good at feet, so it's really nice to see that they took the average. Pedro Henrique de Silva Roque got a 104.35 SAR 5x5 average and a 53.01 SAR 5x5 single.
Awesome. Where am I? Oh, there it is. TCG and Friends Aquarita 2015 with a 2 SARs from Pedro Alejandro Condotele with a 2 minute 6.11 second SAR 6x6 single and a 216.7 6x6 average. Yeah. Also getting fast.
Okay. Oh, I was like, why is there 2 TCG competitions? I guess they had one last competition or last weekend, and then they had one this weekend. And yeah, there's more records from this one this weekend, but we're not going to cover them because they're not official yet. Okay, going on to the next competition. Shenzhen Open 2015 in Shenzhen, China. Kaijun Lin got a 22.98 ASR blind single. Fast.
And Taiwan Open, our last competition for this list, is we have Li Chang with a 1.69 world record skewb single. Woo! World record skewb.
8 moves.
And Yifan Yu. Woo, sorry. With a 31.44 ASR 4x4 average. And Yu Lin Sai with a 1 minute 1.62 second ASR 5x5 average. So that's all of our records as of today.
July 12th, 2015.
Great. So on to our regular news, which we will pretty much bust through quickly. Or do you want to do a commercial break so I can eat dinner and then come back?
Do whichever you want to do. I don't care. Let's take a break.
Okay, let's take a break. So we'll take our first commercial break, and then when we get back, we're going to hit up our regular news and then introduce our guest, JRCuber.
This episode of the CubeCast podcast is brought to you by thecubicle.us, trusted by speedcubers and puzzlers worldwide. Check them out at www.thecubicle.us.
Oh.
Okay.
Are we recording?
We are recording.
Yes, we are indeed. All right, welcome back to the CubeCast podcast. So that was our commercial break. I had dinner. What about you, Mitch? What did you do?
I played Uncharted.
We were gone. Oh, congratulations. Well, while you were playing games, I was enjoying a chicken pot pie. It was delicious. The most delicious chicken pot pie I've ever had.
Okay, so what did you do in the month ago or so?
Yeah, so a month ago, I decided to fly to California from the East Coast to compete at a one-day competition at Basque.
Yep.
Yeah. So, like, it was really funny, though, because we were just talking about, like, Basque 6. And I was like, I think I can make that. And I did. Yeah. So that was really weird. So I stayed at Brandon's house for that, and that was really exciting. The fact that he had, like, 5 dogs was...
Oh, yeah, it's kind of overwhelming when you stay at his house. Because all
the
dogs
it's
are like, oh my god.
They're like tiny and they bark at you, and it's just really funny. But anyways, at Basque 6, we bought like a shit ton of Orangina, and then we had and we had some okay competition results. How'd you do, Mitch?
I don't think it was my best competition because it was like right during finals, or like right before finals and that kind of stuff. So I was kind of going crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, for me it was I just got out of school, and then I was hoping to do well because, make the 5,000 miles across the country worth it. But, it was whatever. It was the experience. It was good. Mm-hmm. I like the experience of Basque. I like the setup you guys have with the scramble shields and all that stuff. How you guys run the competition is really, really awesome.
Yeah, it's taken a lot of iterations on how we should actually do it. So... The next thing is talk about Tyson Mao.
Oh yeah, Tyson Mao. So you were there.
Yeah, okay.
Like he's the one that he approached. So it was really, really funny though.
So Tyson Mao, if you don't know, he's one of the co-founders of the WCA, and he decided to show up to Basque 6, and he didn't register online, so we had no idea that he was actually coming. So we see him walk in, and he comes over to the middle scrambling table, which me and Brandon were sitting at. So we're like, oh, hi, what do you want? And he's like, where's registration? And we're like, there is no registration. It's only online. So we literally had to turn away Tyson Mao from our competition. So it was kind of
Tyson Mao.
Yeah, the founder of the WCA. We had to say no. And he once we told him, he was like, oh, I should have known. And then he walked away. I
mean, he was talking to Jeremy for a while, so at least he wasn't there for no apparent reason.
Yeah. He stayed for an hour and talked to people in the crowd and that kind of stuff. So
that's really funny though. Mm-hmm. It's still one of the funniest things ever because having to turn away the person who actually started competitive cubing as we know it.
Yeah. It's always kind of disheartening when you have to do it to parents, but when it's Tyson Mao, it's what? So yeah.
To parents, it's oh, I feel so bad, but when it comes to Tyson Mao, it goes I feel bad, but this is hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, you want to talk about the new regs just really quick?
Alright, so regs actually came into, just started 11 days ago, so now so I guess Worlds and Nationals will have the new regs being applied to them. There's not really, there's the big changes in regs, so we just list them off real quick. Stickerless puzzles are now legal, so that's great. Extra attempts, just in case. Can you clarify on that? Because I completely forgot about that extra attempts thing.
I think it's if there's an issue with the solve, then they just give you an extra attempt.
Oh, and then we'll decide later.
Yeah.
If okay, so that's it. Explicitly stated that the board can retroactively modify results. So guess it didn't say that before in the regs. I guess that you can that they can just say, hey, we can change the results whenever. Right.
Yeah.
Alright, leniency for nubs. Basically, if you're new to a competition, you can get, some, pressure off your back knowing that they're gonna go easy on you, give you an extra attempt if you did poorly or some shit like that. Not poorly, but incorrectly. Mm-hmm. No intentional DNFing or poor results. I know this is a big one, especially for our little Facebook group.
Brandon. Michael
Yeah,
and
what-
Brandon Harnish. Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, because Brandon, the host, does like he does DNFs the solves because he doesn't want bad results on his page, and poor results with Brandon Michael, who always gets like 69 move FMC every single time.
It's not a poor result. It's a PB every single time. How can you?
Yes,
how can you make that like? If you get a PB every single time, you are not doing poor results. Like
It's a PB. Come on, it's great. It's a PB, but like, it's up to the discretion of the judge. Is the big thing with this one,
or the delegate actually.
right? Oh, the delegate. Sorry, yeah, the delegate. So, like, I guess you have to ask beforehand
Yeah.
what constitutes as poor results, because like, if it's, I guess like 150 move FMC, like from before we put in the move count limit. That was poor result. Like,
Yeah, I think there's like
That
a
was just on
350
purpose.
on there. It's like the last one for FMC.
that's intentionally bad.
Yeah.
But like, if you're getting 69 PB every single time, I don't see what's wrong with that. Judges must now reset the timers before before attempts. So the judge is now in charge of actually resetting the timer. So if the if the competitor doesn't reset the timer and he starts it, he can say, "Your fault.
Yeah.
I need an extra attempt." Okay. Score 1 tabs. Basically, you can put like a tab in between the slices of the pieces so they don't misalign while being transferred from the scrambling table to the competitor's table, right?
Yeah, it's like it's in the slice layer, so it's just one piece of paper.
Okay, so that's perfect because now you can't get any like, because even just a tiny little turn will change the entire thing apparently.
Yeah.
FMC sheets are not required. Basically, you can write on any piece of paper as long as it's clear that that is the solution you're using. And pyramid scrambling is set to match the world record length, so it's now 6 instead of 7.
I don't even remember how the world record length got to be 6. Do you know? Was it like a miscramble type thing?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I like it's because I don't pay attention
Yeah.
to
Anything
like
besides
pyramids.
3x3.
Anything besides 3 one-handed and 4x4 are the only things I actually pay attention to.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, the next one is like you're the one that posted this on speed solving.
Yeah. Is it still up on speed solving? I don't even know.
It probably is. Let me check.
So the next thing is Romania's Got Talent. So there was these 3 people that went on Romania's Got Talent. Oh, the video is down, but the speed solving thing is still up probably.
Yeah.
Romania's Got Talent. There's 3 people that went on, and they did these kind of like magic trick type things with Rubik's cubes. They memorized 100 cubes and all their solutions for it apparently, and so they were somebody randomly picked a cube for them to solve, and each person got a cube, and they solved it into 2 of them solved it into the solve state, and one other person did it to match the scramble to another cube. But when they did these solves, they were doing CFOP, and all of the scrambles just were very similar to each other, and meaning that they were 1 or 2 moves off, or they were a couple moves off of a standard cube, or like they had a specific scramble, and then all of the rest of the cubes were just like a couple moves off of that one cube. So they would just have to remember which number it is and which moves it was off from the original cube. Yeah, it's kind of like really like a lot to explain.
To take in. Yeah, but I guess the big thing with this is, does it give off a bad impression of the speed cubing community as a whole? Because it's sort of, I don't want to say like it's fake, because it takes like skill to be able to memorize that many cubes, but if it is like as fake as you make it out to be, does it give off a bad impression about speed cubing?
Well,
or
like, yeah.
blindfold solving?
The thing is, none of the people that are not cubers wouldn't know that it's actually like not actually how a real cuber would do it. So that kind of thing, nobody would actually know. So, but for a cuber, they can obviously see that, oh, they're using CFOP for a blind solve. That's kind of strange. But I mean, of course, it's for a competition. So if they want to do whatever they want to do to win the competition, then that's fine. But I don't know. It's kind of strange to see that people would almost impersonate how a really credited blindfold solver would do things.
Yeah, I think the big one, because we were talking with Brandon before about this one, was like it kind of puts down the achievements of actually good blindfold solvers, like Maskov, for example. Like, it's just saying, hey, some guys did it on TV and with 100 of them, when Maskov can actually do 100 of them in a row, or something like that, right? It kind of it's a bit concerning if it's like that, but I all in all, I just try not to fake like your solves, but do what you have to win, I guess.
Yeah, it's gonna bring interest to the cubing community, but people are gonna find out, oh yeah, that wasn't entirely true what they did. So the next thing is Rami Spahai's 2x2 world record single. You want to talk about this?
Oh yeah, no. The big thing with this one was because someone told Rami or showed Rami the scramble beforehand, and then Rami was like, "Oh, go away! I don't want to see it." And then when he did it, he got the single, and that wasn't the big deal. Like getting the single was great and all, but like the fact that someone told him to scramble kind of had like a lot of controversy around this, which was basically like how Rami, like, first of all, like, props out to Rami for, like, admitting, hey, someone approached me. Like, the big thing with this one was, like, the rumors that the guy who gave him the scramble got it from, like, looking at videos of people doing the same scramble beforehand. So, like, it's really just, that's the big part about it. So what are your thoughts on this world record single stuff?
Yeah, delegates and judges can only police as much as humanly possible without separating people from in different rooms. Like, if you have a room that's for people that have already competed in a room that people haven't competed in, then that's really difficult because, like, not all venues allow for that. But I think Kit and all the judges did the best that they could at the time, because they turned off all the displays once the first person got that scramble. They turned off all the displays because they didn't want anybody in the crowd to see. So, like, they literally did everything that they possibly could on the competitor side of things to try not to create a disturbance. But, like, I don't know. It was a four mover. Rami would have seen it anyways. So him knowing that there was an easy scramble really wouldn't make a difference, because he would have seen the solution to that scramble in literally a second to half a second, and he would have known, okay, this is easy. I know what exactly to do, because he's done so many thousands upon thousands of 2x2 solves before. Yeah,
but again, like, the big thing about this one is video, like, using video, basically. Like, they can only police, like, people recording videos. Like, you have like, parents recording their kids, or like people recording whatever all the time. Like, this kind of changes how video should be treated in competitions. Like, should we add other like regulations in terms of like video cameras at venues because of something like this? Because when I heard about this, I was at competition, and then Keaton just pretty much said, because I was at Sloan Steady, Maryland, Keaton was just saying, don't talk about the scrambles because someone just got a world record, like, DNF'd because of knowing the scramble, because someone came up and told them. Like, I think the biggest thing that people can do in terms of preventing this type of thing is just saying, at the start of competition, don't discuss scrambles, don't take videos of, like, scrambles that you haven't done yet.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, the biggest ones.
Yeah, and it's not that hard to follow that, because if you go to competitions, you should be not trying to cheat, and it's not that hard to do it, so just mind your own business. Like, come on, people.
Yeah, so, lesson learned, don't try to cheat or help someone cheat, because that's in bad spirit, and it's not fun. It doesn't make the competition fun at all. Like, Rami's face when he did it, like, it looks so devastated. Like, is like, shit, I don't deserve this, basically, was his face. But you know what, Rami? For, like, owning up to it, you deserve that.
Yeah. The next thing, another cubing mishap was Felix's one-handed world record single with the missed scramble. Yeah.
Yeah, this one was another kind of big controversy. Like, should we allow Felix to have this, basically?
Yeah, the scramble wasn't any better, or it wasn't any more optimal than the other one, so that's kind of, like, taken care for.
But it was just one move off the actual scramble, and that was the biggest thing with it. And then would have made it a different scramble easier or not so easier. Like the thread was basically saying like, hey, it's all right because it's not it's a good solution, but it's not any better than what you would have had with the real scramble, right?
Yeah,
I think that's what they said. So that's why they allowed this to go through.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, what other incidences have a misscrambled happen and then they just let it go through? I mean, in fact, like, I guess most misscrambles, if it went through, I think they're fine because, like, they're not world record. And I think it's the only big deal is because, like, it is a world record.
Yeah. I know a lot of solves which were misscrambles, and, like, some of them I talked to the board about and they didn't do anything about it. But just because of the special case, since it was Felix and it was a world record single, that kind of changed things.
Do you think, like, I mean, I guess, because there are, like, good, better people. So, I guess, like, a couple of, like, 30-second solves on a miss scramble isn't going to change much.
Yeah. If
you already average, like, 30 seconds, regardless.
Yeah, so, it's kind of a strange situation. I prefer that it wouldn't happen, and now with scramble checkers, and everybody should be using, all the competition should be using scramble checkers, that things like this don't happen. So yeah.
I mean, we did have scramble checkers at Basque.
Yeah.
6. By the way, I thought it was really great that you guys had scramble checkers there, because it just made everything so much smoother without, no problems whatsoever with miss scrambles or anything.
Except for,
like no one complaining. Okay, sorry for mis-scrambling your cube 4 times in a row. Okay, okay, back to back 6. I was scrambling 4x4. I fucked up Mitch's 4x4 twice, and then I gave up.
Okay.
Alright, next one.
Nats seminars, there's going to be Nats seminars. They don't want, like, normal stuff, like, how do I get fast at 3x3, but they want more interesting things about how do I organize competitions in blah, 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 that kind of stuff. And you can apply to actually do a Nats seminar on the Nationals website, or if you click the link in the show notes, you can do that as well.
Yeah. The deadline is actually 5 days from now.
Yeah, so do it quickly. This episode will probably come out in a couple days, and you will have 1 day to
No, it's actually due tomorrow.
Oh, you guys are screwed.
You guys are screwed. Sorry about that. We should have released this episode like 8 weeks ago.
Oh, well.
Marby. Okay, so the next one, new cubes. Mitch, I think you're the only one who actually cares about hardware.
Yeah, so this stuff, the Kong's Design Maying, I got it. It's alright. It's just really light feeling, and I'm not entirely sure if I like it. The YG Megaminx, people got it like this week, and they said it's really bad, so don't get it.
Is it bad?
Yeah, it's bad.
Damn.
It's massive. It's like the size of a 7x7.
That's really big.
Yeah.
It's like a old ass China Minx.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
It's kind of, and it's not very good turning as well. Yeah. And the next thing is the Cubic Moyu Alfu. That's going to be coming out sometime soon, we hope. And there's a lot of high hopes for that puzzle because the Alfu was good, but the only issue was that it wasn't cubic, and a lot of people didn't really like that. The next puzzle is the Diane Pyraminx. This was also a puzzle that, when we created the show notes, wasn't out yet, but now it's out. So the Diane Pyraminx is also a piece of trash, so don't get it. The Dream Pyraminx, we're still the Dream Square 1.
Dream Square 1, yeah.
That's still in the works, and hopefully we get it soon.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Square 1, though. That's the only one I'm looking forward to. Because all the Square 1s are really bad.
Yep.
And I'm hoping. I have high hopes for it. Anyways, that's the end of our regular news. We're going to bring on our guest now, JRCuber. So stick around for that for a little bit. because we need to call him and some stuff. So yeah.
Okay. That was awesome. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Bye. Alrighty.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So we have our guest, JRCuber. How you doing?
Doing good.
How should we refer to you at the show? Because I don't want to say JRCuber like a billion times.
You can just call me JR. That's fine.
JR is fine? Great. Alright,
Yeah.
JR. So, let's see what we have here on our show notes. Do you have a link to our show notes, by the way? No, you don't.
Oh,
Oh, whatever. You don't need it. Anyways, so, JRCuber, tell us about how you got into cubing and basically YouTube, because you are one of the biggest YouTube cubers out there.
Okay, so I got into cubing like about 5 years ago when my brother got a cube for Christmas, and I was like, oh, that's cool, because he learned how to solve it, and I was like, oh, I want to learn how to solve it. So I basically just grabbed it one day and sat down and learned how to solve it, and I was like, okay, this is pretty fun. So I just kept doing it, and then continuing when I first got into cubing, I was looking up tutorials and learning about cubing videos, and I saw Red KB and Me, Myself, and Pi, which were the biggest channels back then. And so that sort of inspired me. I want to start a YouTube channel for myself. And so a few years later, when I was a bit older, I started one, and that was after I had already sort of practiced making a bunch of videos in the past, just to sort of see what it was like, and I really liked it. And so then when I started my channel, I was already able to sort of start out with a bit of practice, so I sort of knew what I was doing, and then gave it a few years, and with some help from some people and just kind of working pretty hard, I was able to get to where I am now.
Oh, that's real cool. I wish I took an effort to actually pump up our own channels and stuff like that, but we're too lazy.
Yeah. If you really have the drive to do it, it's totally possible.
I remember back in the day when Wafo got a spotlight from Monkey Dude. I was like, oh my god, this guy, his videos are amazing, and then nothing else came from it.
Yeah, I remember when Monkey Dude still uploaded.
Yeah.
Oh man, back in the old days, man. When did you start cubing?
Yeah, I started cubing back in August of 2010.
Dang.
So, yeah,
You've been around.
Yeah. So I remember when the Guhong came out. I didn't know much about it, but I remember when people started making videos about it, what is this mysterious new cube that can reverse corner cut, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I didn't actually really start collecting or getting into YouTube until 2012. But
still, that's cool though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do a lot of modding and puzzle reviews and all that stuff. What's your favorite part? Out of all the things you do?
Well, I have to say speed cubing, because that's what I do the most. I'm not the fastest, but honestly, even though that's what I do the most, I still don't do it that often, because I make videos a lot, and so I don't have that much time to practice as I used to. Mm-hmm. And so I actually have stayed around the same average for a couple years now. Worlds 2013, I got I think a mid-16 average, and today I average a mid-14. So in 2 years, I've only dropped by a couple seconds.
Oh, that's no big deal. I was stuck at 20s for 2 years, so I'm not any better than that.
Yeah. I mean, my look ahead is good enough, and my TPS is good enough to where if I really tried and learned full OLL and worked on making my pairs more efficient, then I could basically be sub 12 pretty easily. I just haven't really put in the time or effort right now, since I've been focusing more on my channel.
Yeah. There you have it. Difference in motivation. Yeah.
What do you think the differences are between the YouTube cubing community and other communities like speedsolving.com or Facebook groups?
Yeah, well, I'm actually not really that active on the forums, so Speed Solving and Twisty Puzzles. But I know on Cubix Friends and that kind of thing. I think they're similar in some ways. Of course, there's no video, it's more text and everything, but I don't know. For me, Cubix Friends is there's a lot of fast people in that group, and there's also, it's sort of a mixed group. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Do you think for YouTube, there's not as many fast people, or do you think it's more dominated by a specific number of people.
Yeah, oh yeah. See, I think that YouTube is dominated by people like RedKB and Crazy Bad Cuber and those type of people, Felix and Tony Fisher, who have the really big channels. Whereas on Cubix Friends, no one is really more popular than the other, you know, and so it's sort of, I guess it's a little bit more equal, you know. I don't know.
You have level playing field, and your opinion is more. Your opinion is more like equal to everybody else's.
Yeah.
Cubix Friends.
Yeah. That's really the only group I'm in. I'm not all that active on Facebook, but
Do you you said you weren't you don't frequent speed solving that much. Like, have you been on at all recently? In speedsolving.com?
Speedsolving, yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't. I've only been there a couple times. Yeah, I
guess because it's actually just more of speed cubing in general rather than kind of boosting up YouTube views and things of that sort. Does that stuff interest you?
Yeah.
How do you engage your fans? Do you have any tips like that to just bring in the people to watch in your videos, have them subscribe, things of that sort?
Okay. Well, something that I did in the beginning that I see a lot of people doing as well is if you go back and watch my older videos, the types of videos that I made and just sort of the way I talked and the way I sort of did things was very similar to the people that I followed, which would be RedKB, Crazy Bad Cuber, Me, Myself, and Pi, you know, basically the three big channels, you know, even though Pi doesn't upload. And and so I see a lot of people that have sort of copied me in a lot of ways. And if you can do it right, it's you can get successful, and then over time you'll develop your own style and sort of create your own personality, and then your channel would just sort of grow from there.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Yeah. So
because
go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah. You're the guest of honor here.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
Okay. So something I see a lot is people who do their initials and then Cuber. You see that all the time now. And
it's such a cliche.
It's cliche, and here's the thing. When I did it, there were 4 or 5 people who had done it in the past, and they all had less than 1,000 subscribers. And I thought it was cool, and so I did it. But then everyone else started doing it after seeing me, and then when you go to their channels, they post the same types of their same review style that I do. Yeah. But there's only a select few people that can do it well, you know, and that like Cubix, you know, who's amazing at it, you know, and so it's you see a lot of that. But if you can do it right, you can get successful.
Oh, cool. I mean, you have your initials. Mitch has Drum God 997.
Shut up.
I have Cubes for life. It's all old.
Yeah,
and dandy. I'm happy that YouTube's let me change the display name. So I can get rid of my myself back from 2009.
Yeah. I think YouTube cubing has kind of evolved over the past couple of years. You look at the reviews and
oh yeah, definitely.
The review styles just from Frost and that kind of stuff. There's not very many big text things or anything. It's just him talking to the camera and just showing cube stuff. And now it's more of let's do some solves and show some really good stuff. And I don't know. It's definitely evolved over the time, and a lot of people are copying that new style now. And I'm kind of stuck in the past.
Yeah. No, editing has been a big deal in terms of these cube reviews and videos in general. The editing quality has gone up so much in the past 3 years that it's just I can't keep up because I just do straight up videos. There's nothing else I would do because I'm too lazy to either do it or I'm not interested in it. You know, but you're personally JR, your editing style is very, very nice. By the way, I'll give you that. What were your?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, what are your tips basically for people who are just like starting off in terms of like their own channel. Like what type of like software or like topics should they talk about when they just started off, and to have a quality like similar quality to yours, basically. Like what would you give them?
Yeah, well, what I was going to say is that when I first started doing the types of reviews that I do now, they're actually called cursory reviews versus demonstrative reviews, which is where people just turn on the camera, start talking about the cube for 20 minutes, turn it off, and upload it. And so I got that from Cubix, who was the first person to bring it to the cubing world, or at least popularize it. And so I first started doing it after I saw his videos, but I've sort of adapted it now, because like if you go and watch the big tech YouTubers, they do the same type of video. And so I started sort of trying out some new things, and I actually am always trying out new things. But something that's definitely important if you're going to do cursory reviews is don't sound like a robot. And I was victim to this a while ago, and he was just like, "Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about the turning of this cube. It feels crispy and crunchy, and it's fast. You know, the corner cutting is 45 degrees with two thirds of a piece of reverse." It's like, okay, don't sound like a robot, please. And that the problem is that's what always happens when you script your videos, and it sort of takes some time to get rid of that. But what I would say is to sort of try and develop your own style if you're making cursory reviews. For as far as software, I use Final Cut Pro because I'm a Mac user. If you're a Windows user, I think the best software is either like Sony Vegas or Adobe Premiere. I just use Final Cut because it's the easiest and it works. So
yeah.
And let's see. What else did you say?
I mean, like, what advice? This is actually, like, one of the questions from one of our listeners. He asked, like, what advice would you give to the newer YouTube Cube reviewers that have sprung up?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so basically just what I said. Try not to sound like a robot. And try to develop your own style. Sort of come up... Like, don't... At least try not to like copy the same phrases or things that you hear from other people, because I know I did that, and I know I hear a lot of people doing that. So try to just sort of you don't have to make the exact same type of reviews that I do. You can just sort of adapt it and change it and mess around with things. You know, because when you're a smaller channel, there's not as much to lose if you do something completely different than what you've been doing before. Yeah. You know, whereas me, who has a bigger channel, and if I change something, a lot of people are going to be upset and want me to go back, and there's a lot of like pressure for me to keep things the way they've always been, you know.
Yeah, that's really funny that you mentioned about like trying to evolve your channel, but like what's like the worst like response you've gotten to like a change that you've done? I'm really curious because like you're a big channel, you know.
Let's see. I think the biggest change. It's just hard for me because, like, me personally, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but like I really don't get that much like hate comments on my videos, and so it's hard for me to think about like what was the worst response I've ever gotten for making a change.
I mean, like, that's fine. Like, if you have no response, like, no news is good news, you know. That's how it is with us too, because like we ask for like feedback for this show. And, like, no one gives us any feedback. So we're assuming we're doing everything okay and all right enough.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess no news is good news then. You're doing everything right.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is don't try not to make too many impulse decisions. So, like, if you see something that some big channel did, don't just immediately go out and do it. Just because you saw them do it, so you want to do it. Like, adapt things and integrate things over time, and sort of let it become normal, you know? And that's what I did when I started changing my review style more towards the way tech reviewers do it. And I sort of integrated it over time and have slowly adapted it and changed it. And so it hasn't been as much of a drastic change from one video to the next. And so I guess that would be my biggest point of advice. I can't really speak right now.
That's fine. None of us can speak right now. You should have heard us for the first half of the show.
Oh god. One thing that I've noticed that you do that a lot of other YouTubers don't do is that you have a schedule, and you upload this video on this day, and like I only upload one review every month or something like that.
Yeah, I just recently did that, and I just integrated that like last month, and the reason for that is because for a while there was a period of time when my laptop sort of like broke and I couldn't really edit on it anymore, and the time when I had enough money to go and buy a new computer. And in that time period, I was still accepting new cubes, like from companies that wanted to send them to me. And so I started getting this little pile of cubes that needed to be reviewed. And so by the time I had my new computer, I had like 15 cubes that needed reviewing. And I was like so overwhelmed. And it took me several months to get caught up because like my reviews take a long time. And I have all the other videos that I make along with it. And so once I was finally able to get caught up, I was like, okay, enough. I'm not going to like do what I used to do and get like 5, 6, 7 cubes a month. I'm just gonna like get a couple, and just sort of keep it more toned down. And but the schedule has helped me a lot actually because I've created deadlines for myself, and then I can follow those and stick to those. So instead of just procrastinating, which is what I do a lot, and it's like, oh, I'll just make it tomorrow, or whatever. When it's like, no, I can't make it tomorrow because it has to go up tonight. And then I do it that day, And so when I created the schedule, it really helped me make videos way more consistently, and like really just put a schedule on things. Oh my gosh, I can't find the right words for things.
Yeah, that's fine. Like we barely keep on schedule.
We try to.
We try to get like one every 2-3 weeks, but then like one time we had like an entire like month and a half, just nothing. But like that's fine.
I remember when I first started my channel, and as soon as I started, I was just started becoming riddled with issues like I had a hard drive failure in my computer, or it corrupted, or the fan broke, or something like that, or like, oh, we moved and now we don't have good Wi-Fi for the next 2 months, and that kind of thing. And so, like for the first about like half a year of my channel, like I might post like one video or like 3 videos a day for a week, and then not post for 2 months. So. Because we were moving around a lot, and then sometimes I'd get into a place that had Wi-Fi, and I was like, okay, good, and then I'd just make a ton of videos and upload them all, and not really have a schedule, and so it was really inconsistent, and so I wanted to sort of just fix that.
Interesting.
Schedules are good, but for me at least, I like being spontaneous. Did you ever kind of like feel like you should be spontaneous in your YouTubing kind of stuff, or?
It can be good to be spontaneous, and there are times when I sort of miss it. I'm like, oh, I wish I could just post a video now, but I have to wait 2 more days,
Oh, that's awful. Why would you do that to yourself? Like,
well, it's just trying to stick to the schedule, because once I've made it, I want to be able to stick to it.
Yeah.
And it's helpful. I don't think, for me personally, I don't really miss it that much, being spontaneous. It's, for me, I think it's good for my viewers as well, because they know when a video is going to go up, and so they know when to expect it. And so it's it can be helpful.
Yeah. Another thing that I've noticed is like the new big YouTube cubers, they're more focused on reviews, unboxings, and like tutorial type stuff. As where like older YouTube cubers, they're more focused on solves. Do you think that like if you're posting more reviews and unboxings types of things, that your channel is going to grow more, like a lot quicker?
Okay, here's another problem, is that if you just post unboxings and reviews, like go to just about any small channel, and the little channel trailer that they have is going to have some clips of them doing an unboxing, some clips of them doing a review, and some clips of them doing a tutorial or a solve. And then it's going to be like unboxings, reviews, tutorials, solves, subscribe.
You can be like me.
So,
come on, man. You can have your like non-subscribed intro be just 8 minutes of you eating noodles.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
It's still up, by the way.
That-
It's my unsubscribed trailer. It's just me eating noodles for 8 minutes.
That's great. But yeah, it's. I think if you if you can develop something new and original, that hasn't really been done before. Like that's what I did with Cubed, which is really popular, and a lot of people are like really excited for that when it comes out.
Can you explain what that is?
Oh yeah, it's a show I do. It's just once a month, and I do like that's actually where I do my solves for the most part, because I do like an average of 5 on a 3x3, and I answer, like, I voice over doing a Q&A that people, like, of comments people left for the last video, so it covers everyone who wants to see me do Q&A. And then after that I do a challenge that someone has sent in, you know, so like the last one was like solve a cube one-handed with a glove on or whatever, something like that. And then I cover like all of the new cube releases that have come out in the last month and all of the new world records that has been broken. Although most of the time I don't get to all of them because I'm lazy and I just check the WCA and sometimes it's not updated. And so generally the first 50 comments are always telling me either first, hi, or here are the world records you missed. And so and that's what it is. And it's just sort of something new and different, and I do it once a month because it takes a long time to edit, and so I don't want to like do it weekly because that would just be crazy. I'd go insane.
Yeah.
But people know when it's coming, and so it's a pretty popular show. And then I also have CubeEd, which is it's a show, basically just a little bit more of a catchy name for me doing tutorials and some walkthroughs. So. Yeah. I guess I just yeah. and it's totally okay to do like unboxings and reviews and tutorials. Just try to do something different, you know. Try to do something original that'll make you get noticed more, I guess.
You just mentioned like how it takes you a while to do certain like editing and stuff like that. Like how much time do you say you spend per week just on editing, not even just recording?
Okay, so just editing. Let me think. It depends on the week, because some, like, the week I have to post, on the last week of the month I have a comparison and cubed, which are like some of the two longest videos to make. So in that week, I could probably spend up to like 30 hours editing.
Oh god.
Oh god.
But, and then actually, no, it would be closer to like 10 or 15. 30, I think 30 to 40 would be the amount of time writing, filming, and editing.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So, yeah.
30 to 40. Dude, that's a full-time job. You do realize that. Like 40-hour work days? Come on, man.
Yeah. Oh, yes. There's a lot of days where I stay up till like 3 in the morning writing a video.
Dang. Dedication, man. Dedication.
Yeah, and what's funny is that, like, I really don't like writing. Like, it's one of my least favorite subjects, is, like, composition and grammar and that kind of thing. But then I sit down and write scripts, like, all day.
Wow.
Yeah,
Do you... Oh, hold up. I want to ask a question really quick.
Yeah.
Do you ever think that you might transition into, like, maybe being, like, really involved in the WCA competitions and that kind of stuff, and maybe not doing as much YouTube?
I don't think so. For me personally, like, I have never really found much of an interest in wanting to like organize a competition. Really, for me, when I go to a competition, I would prefer to just go to meet people and have fun and hang out with friends and then compete and try and break my old PBs and that kind of thing. The technical side of things doesn't really interest me as much. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. But you do enjoy going to competitions, right? Like.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's just, there's not that many in the area that I live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Will
fine.
you be going to Nats?
Yeah. No, unfortunately not this year.
Don't worry, I'm not going.
If it's on the, that's right, west side. Oh my gosh, I'm so brain dead right now. It's crazy. If it's on the west side next year, I'll most likely be going. So
We'll just have to see.
Hint, hint.
yeah.
It's not. It is. It is.
Waffle, what are you doing?
Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. No one's supposed to know.
It's in Africa. Okay.
U.S. nationals in Africa, because that makes sense.
It does. Are you kidding me? Anyways, okay. So back to the topic at hand. What is your main goal as a YouTube Cuber? Like being a YouTube Cuber, what do you want to achieve with your channel, other than just getting all of the subscribers and all the viewers? Just like, what is it that you're trying to get?
I know this kind of sounds crazy, but a goal that I think could be achievable, could be with enough effort, is to turn it into a full-time job.
Ooh.
So, to do cubing, or at least just do YouTube as a full-time job. But cubing would be the best. If I could do that, that'd be awesome. And I think it's possible if you can create a website and monetize it properly and just do the right things. I think it could be possible.
You know of the Meowshi guy or whatever?
Yeah.
He has like 500,000 subscribers, and he's a Cuber, and the only thing that he does is like unboxings and reviews and solves. But like, what do you think his draw is for all of his subscribers? Because I didn't know that there was 500,000 Spanish-speaking Cubers in the world.
I always wondered that. For a while, I actually kind of like called hacks on him, like he's buying subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It seems to be pretty legitimate. Like every video he's posted has like over 1,500 comments, you know, and like a bunch of likes. Everything, like everyone is in the comments is Spanish, you know, so it's not like there's a bunch of English speaking Cubers as well that watch his videos. And I don't know, maybe there's just a humongous group of Spanish Cubers that we just didn't happen to know about.
Yeah, it's just kind of strange that we're not seeing them host all of these WCA competitions in like Mexico and South America, and there's apparently this massive community. Do you think that the American in the like English-speaking community could ever get up to that size?
It's possible, because I mean, what was crazy for me is that his channel grew really, really quickly. Like a couple months ago, he only had like 100,000 subscribers, you know? And so that's what sort of makes me wonder, like, how legit is this guy, you know? And, but if it is, I think if you have around 500,000 subscribers, you can make a living off of that, like the money just from Google.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's not like I can just ask the guy.
Yeah, it's interesting. Do we have any other things to ask?
Yeah, like, do you... I mean, I guess we kind of touched on this already, but do you enjoy the YouTube video-making community more than actual speed solving? I guess is the big question here.
Okay. I would say yes, because speed cubing for me, although, like, I enjoy it, honestly, the most practice I get is when I'm breaking in 3x3s to review them. So it's like, yeah, I do enjoy the YouTube cubing community more. I think it's, for the most part, it's a pretty great place. There's not that many like haters and trolls. You don't really see it that often, on anyone's videos really, and everyone is just generally really nice and so I really enjoy being a part of it.
All right,
that's
cool.
Good, because I get like lots of trolls on my channel.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, it's like every couple videos, and it's like, why is this happening?
Yeah, well, there's always gonna be that one guy who just, you know, has to be that one guy.
Yeah, Waffo.
You know.
Hey, come on, man, come on! Just because
you
I
downloaded like half of my videos, like
before you listed them, just so I can have them, because I can make fun of them.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, Waffo, he decided to download like probably my first 50 or so videos, just so he can like look at them and laugh at them. So, yeah. They're videos like what's one of them that he always makes fun of? Like my first video ever was like a magic average of 5, and it was like 3 seconds average, and
he would say the time after each one, show the camera, and I would laugh because his voice hadn't broken yet, so it was like really high pitched. Oh my god,
yeah.
I'm so sorry, Mitch.
Yeah, that's why I should have done what JR did and like practiced making YouTube videos for a while instead of actually just making them.
Oh yeah, that's why I haven't really posted any of my old videos. I think I lost them all, but I never really would have posted them anyway because like if you go back and watch my first video and you know how high my voice was, it was super squeaky.
Mm-hmm.
My voice was higher before that.
Oh god.
So so it was, and the thing is, I filmed like my camera was legitimately a potato, and that like it looked like all the videos looked like they had been filmed with a potato because they practically were, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just doing it for the fun of it. But like some of those videos, I remember like if I was to go and rewatch them now, it literally would have been Red KB but younger, filming with a potato. Like that's what it would have been.
With all the cubes in the background, and like you see those videos now, and it's like a wall of cubes in the background.
Yeah, well, I mean, my video setup didn't look like him, but I talked exactly like him, and I made the same type of videos, and it was almost like an exact copy.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, but the thing is that when I finally made my channel, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this right from the start, and so. You know, you go back and watch my first video, and I had pretty good lighting, and I was actually using my brother's DSLR, so it was a good camera, and you know, I had scripted it actually to make sure it was good, and so I had the drive to do it, and if you have the drive to get successful, then you will. So,
Do you want to do this last listener question?
Oh yeah,
all right, sure.
I guess. Okay, so. What is your favorite thing about cubing and YouTube?
Let's see. My favorite thing. I think it's going to be what I have to said before, which is just that everyone is really nice, you know? It's just the community is really sort of a great place to be. And I guess that's why there's a lot of communities where there's just you get a lot of hate and you get a lot of spam and you get a lot of trolls, but and no one's really nice to each other. Everyone's just sort of really mean and annoying. But here it's just so lively and wonderful. I don't know. I mean,
until you start faking solves and then everybody hates you. But besides that,
yeah. Well, I think they sort of have a good reason if you're gonna like fake a world record or something.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I guess that'd be my favorite thing.
That's the big one because the next question we already asked. So, is there anything you want to say, Mitch? Anything you want to add before we do the next portion of the show?
No, let's just do Skype Team Blind.
Skype Team Blind. So, JR, do you know what Skype Team Blind is? Come on, you should know.
Yes, except I've never done it.
Okay, well, guess what? You're calling. So,
oh boy.
let me get the scramble out for you. So, the scramble is going to be in the show notes, and I'm going to say it because Ronza's not here to say it. God damn it.
All right,
usually the guy that we have, the other host, he's the one that says the Skype Team Blind shit. So, anyways.
All right, this could. There's a very, very good chance this could be completely disastrous.
Okay, so anyways, I'll include the alg.cubing so you know what it looks like.
Okay, good, because I scramble wrong all the time. Thank you for that.
Okay, so the scramble for our listeners is going to be back to U prime, L2, F2, U, F2, U prime, R2, U prime, L2, back to, F prime, L, F, R, back, right prime, down to, L2, down prime, U2. And it should look something like this.
Got it.
Okay, so am I gonna be the one telling you guys what to do?
Yeah.
Yes, you are going.
Okay.
You are calling for
Oh,
us.
fantastic!
So
Oh,
you're not
jeez.
just gonna listen to us.
I am the absolute worst at this.
Oh,
I've
don't
gone
worry.
too
Like
blind before.
our last episode, we had who was it? Felix, Antoine, Colin Burns, and
And
Jay McNeil calling one move
Oh,
at a
great. Oh,
time. So
well, that's what I'm gonna have to do because I've only ever done Team Blind like a couple times, ever. So this very well could be disastrous.
oh,
but
that's
let's
fine.
see.
All right, we're ready when you are.
All right. So should I tell you just guys like the first couple moves or something?
You want to do
Yeah,
like
go ahead.
rotations first or something, and then
Yeah. Hold white on bottom and red on front.
okay.
So this might take a long time because I'm really inefficient. So all right. All right. So start with. God, I'm tired, and now I have to remember the difference between an L and an L prime. Jeez, this is gonna go great.
Oh, it is. It is.
All right. So start with an R, and then UL2, and then do let's see. Yeah, that's right. L wide.
What?
And then U prime, and then L wide prime, and then D2, and that's cross. Let's see. I'm gonna try and do this rotation list because I don't know my rotations properly. This is great. All right, so do R U R prime, and then U R U prime R prime. And do U prime, R prime, U, R, oh boy, U2, L prime, U2L. Nope, scratch that. Do L prime, U2L again. Oh, dang. Alright, U prime. F, U, F prime. Oh boy, how are we gonna do these last two pairs? Okay, so
So Y it follows you.
yes, Y follows U. Okay, do a Y2.
Okay.
Okay, Y follows U. So then that would.
That would put orange in front.
Okay, so then orange Y prime would put orange to the right?
Yes.
Okay, so do a Y prime. Then do U R U2 R prime. And then do U R U prime R prime. And then do a Y. And then R U R prime. U. That's right. Yes, R. Okay, R U prime R prime. Oh boy, done with F2L. That took a long time. Okay, so then do a U, and then you have a yellow bar which is going horizontally. So I don't know full OLL.
Is it left
so-
to right?
Yeah, it's left to right.
It's okay because I don't know OLL
Yeah,
or PLL.
Waffo uses Rue, so this you have to explain a little bit more to him.
Okay. So, and then, what algorithm do you guys use to get all the yellow corners? It's like F R U R prime U prime F prime. I
What?
think. Hold on.
Corners or edges? Do you mean?
Edges to get all the yellow edges.
F sexy move undo F.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it is. All right, and then do
Okay, so do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, and then do a U, and then we have a. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and explain the good Superman alg here for the corners, so I'm just gonna do the bad one because it's simpler to explain. Do R U R prime U prime, and then RU prime, R prime, U2, R, A prime, R prime, U2, and then RU, R prime. There we go. Okay, now we have, I think this is RA. The two corners that need to switch are in the back, and then the two edges, there's one in the front and one on the left.
Yeah, I know what it is, but Wafo, do you know what it is?
Okay, so our perms, I don't know.
All right. So I can't actually. Which PLLs do you know?
T.
Okay. Do you know U perms?
Yes, I do know U perms.
Okay,
but
good.
Let's do it. If it's the solved ones in the back.
All right. So let's just go ahead and do a U and then do a T perm. All right. So now the solved piece is in the front. So for this one, I would actually do a U2 because this is the counterclockwise rotation one.
Okay, I know this one. Okay.
So I do it with this. I do it with the solved piece in the back. So it's the counterclockwise rotation U perm. So just do that.
Okay, I know that one. Yeah.
Okay, and then I don't know the orientation in which you guys did it, so I don't know about AUF though. For me, it's a U2. So I guess that's your best bet.
I'm solved.
Solved.
Okay. Yes.
100%
Success!
accuracy. First time on the show.
Yes.
This is.
Oh wait, no. It happened last time.
Yeah,
but...
this is the second time I've gotten it in the history of CubeCast. Even back when I was a guest on it.
All right. Awesome.
Alrighty, so that's the end of the show. Yeah, great. So thank you so much for being with us today, JR.
Yes,
it's been great.
Thank you so much for having me. It was really fun.
Yeah. So have a listen to the episode after we've edited it and everything. So yeah,
all right, sounds good.
Our next guest is going to be Anthony Brooks. We already mentioned in the start of the show why we didn't have him on for episode 6, but guess what? He's going to be on for episode 7 after his stuff with Worlds and Nats, and so we're going to have lots to talk about and his adventures and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, send in those questions. Make sure you send us your feedback, questions, and comments to cubecast@gmail.com. Check us out at our Facebook page, facebook.com/CubeCast, and of course visit our website, cubecast.cubing.net. Is that all? Is that all that Brandon usually says?
I think so.
Alrighty, so that's the end of the show. It's been great. Alright, bye everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.